welcome to Book Buddy AU, my make-along. Yes, I am a little late. It's the 16th of March in Australia. Yesterday, when I was planning to do the video and upload it, we had a massive power failure. And when the power came back on, it had done something to my laptop. I couldn't use anything, not even the trackpad. The internet was playing up and the TV. It took Reeves most of the day to sort out what is wrong, and now we're back online with everything. I was contemplating contacting the energy provider and saying, you owe me a laptop if this doesn't get fixed. Anyway, it's all fixed and working. So we're here for Book Buddy AU, second book in March. Our first book was a book by Mem Fox and Judy, Where's the Green Sheep? I really like this book, and there are lots of little plays out there and videos you can watch on this book. I probably paid more than you would normally pay for this book because I bought it from an independent bookstore here. You can get them from department stores at least $10 cheaper, but I did want to support my bookstore I go to. What did I make from the book? Well, of course, I made a green sheep. Ta-da! He's made with velvet yarn and acrylic, and he has artificial eyes. He wasn't that easy to make. He has a tendency to do that because of his big head, so I had to put weight in his butts so he would stand up and not topple over. But I do like him. I do like the way he turned out, and I think he's really great with the book, Where's the Green Sheep? The pattern I used is Fluffy Sheep by Yarn Wolf Creations on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. They use pipsqueak yarn, which I don't have any of, and acrylic. But I thought I'd just use my velvet yarn and a 4mm crochet hook to make him. So yes, my little sheep. He's very cute, I must admit, and he's a great addition to the book. So what is our book for the second half of March? Well, I changed direction. I had an email from a yarny friend, Mel the Beanie Queen. She has a Instagram account, YouTube channel. She doesn't post often, but she still occasionally posts. She hasn't been well, so I hope you're feeling better, Mel. She told me about a book her friend had written, and I went off and bought it from Amazon, and I thought that's what will be our second book for March because I quite like it, and Mel recommended it. So the book is Adventures of Princess Mimi and Bobby, The Tale of a Fallen Star, Jane Dorsey's. So on the back, one night in her castle, Princess Mimi and her loyal dog Bobby see a bright star falling from the sky. Worried that the star might be hurt, Princess Mimi bravely sets off into the forest to help, with her Bobby by her side. Along the way, they face tricky paths, unexpected challenges, and wonderful surprises. Will Princess Mimi and Bobby find the fallen star in time? And can kindness, courage, friendship light the way when it matters most? A heartwarming story about bravery, teamwork, and the magic of caring for others. It's quite a verbal story. There is a lot of writing in it. It's sort of like a little book that you would read at bedtime to someone, probably from the age of 5 to maybe 8. It's a soft cover book at the moment. So what's in the book you could base a project on? The starry sky, a princess, her dog. She takes bread and milk with her along the trip, so you could make something with bread, flowers. There's an oven having trouble, so you could do an oven, and there's some mushrooms down there. There's lots of greenery in this book. There's this, I don't know what you'd quite call it. It's got a name, but it's not a, so you could say a witch in a barrel, and a hut, and her broom. There's a lake monster and fish. There's a frog. So there's lots of little projects for amigurumi and plushie market prep. I'm just flicking through it so we can see. There's a spider. There's a giant. Ta-da! See, lots of great colour in here. The fallen star princess at the end. Isn't that pretty? A bird with his worm. Bobby's bowl and bone. And there she is back home in her bed. So there's lots of greens, blues, yellow, reds, whites, lots of colour in the book to inspire. You could do a square with a mushroom in the middle, or a flower in the middle, or a crown in the middle. You can make lots of amigurumi. You could even do some bookmarks, which are quite popular. So the book itself, about the author, there's not a lot I know about her. The story is rooted in the rich tapestry of Russian folklore, inspired by the enchanting bedtime stories her granddad used to tell her when they were children. Those magical memories brought the characters to life for me and shaped the heart of this book. And she thanks lots of friends. So this book is available on Amazon, and I do have a link in the description below. I became an affiliate, so I could put this link in the description. So if you click on the link and buy the book, I will receive, what do they call it, some small commission for recommending the book. But as it's a local author and Mel, the Beanie Queen in Western Australia, recommended it, I decided, why not? I think it's a fun book. It's a really good nighttime book. I'd really like to see it in hardback. I think it was about $15 Australian with minimal postage. But check out the link if you want to buy it. I also thought, I haven't given a book away recently, so on the 1st of April, I'm giving this book away to one lucky participant who sends me a picture on what they made for this book, or for the month of March, both books. Where's the Green Sheep and Princess Mimi and Bobby. So if you send me a picture for the slideshow, you'll go into the draw to win this little book. And don't forget, it's open worldwide, and it's all the YouTube normal policies, and no, I paid for this book. It wasn't sponsored. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below of this book, and tell me what sort of things were you inspired to make with this book. Now, I've received a few photos for Where's the Green Sheep. I'm sure I'll get more by the end of the month, and I'll do a slideshow for the month. But whatever you send me, as far as a picture to go in the slideshow, you could win this copy of this book. There you go. I'm glad I finally got around to it. It's difficult living in the tropics. It's been raining on and off today. I've had to wait for a break in all the thunderous rain. We've got poor lighting, but that's just wet season. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy making something and being inspired by this little book. And thanks again, Mel, for recommending it. I really appreciate you taking time out to watch my videos and recommending children's books to me. That's anyone. Bye for now, guys. Don't forget, get crafting and be inspired by the book.